howdy, how the hell are you? I'm PissingSoftPeopleOff and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering the second video in this series on Tiffany Farrauto. This is all from the same day. These three videos, the one from the last video and the one that's going to follow this one, they're all posted on 2/25/21, which was approximately 2 weeks before she murdered her son David on March the 7th, 2021, early in the morning. So let's go ahead, and you've already been following the story. You kind of already know what's going on. If you haven't, go ahead and jump back, watch the other two videos, and then you'll understand this one if it's something that sounds interesting to you, because we got a lot of information in those other videos. And this one is just going to be another one from her, actually on the camera, speaking to us face-to-face, as the last one was not. So let's go ahead and see what she has to say this time.
If you can do one thing today, because, yeah, now I look okay. Instead of always, let me think how to word this, because I'm not reading anything off of a prompter. I'm not reading a Bible. I'm not doing any of that. I'm literally just giving advice.
Mention of the Bible again, which comes up in the police reports of when she killed him. Also in the background, if you heard that at the beginning, that was actually David in the background, and I don't remember if it's this video or the next one, but we're about to find out. This might be the one where she snaps a little bit at David, like I talked about in the first video.
Try one thing today, because I try to do one thing for someone every single day, positively. I don't care if it means you go out and you hand someone a burger, give them $1. Anybody is grateful for anything that you do give to them. I'm not also sitting here saying that they should be living that way. I'm not. But I'm also...
That was David right there in the background, if you didn't see that.
Not saying they can't get off their ass and do the work themselves, because that's the way that I was taught. So, there are a lot of harsh realities. There's a lot of things. We don't want to see people on the side of the road or asking for help. There are certain times during my day where I will... In a minute, David, for crying out loud. Excuse me. There are a lot of things you can do throughout your day. And I don't post anything about it on social media. I used to say, hey, I helped this guy today. I didn't take a picture, nor did a video. You want to profit off of something? It's not in the Bible. You can come together as people. But a church profiting off of you, that's not what God wanted. I hope everybody realizes that. God wanted you guys to come together and not divide. And every single time the world divides, what happens? I'm not going to answer that question because I don't know what he's thinking right now. But if you guys don't change this world for the better, while my son hums over here and drives me nuts with his ADHD, you're going to have a hell of a lot more problems. And I am trying to be the voice of reason. That's why I keep saying it. Because all I care about is just people in general. Not always wanting to give money to them. Money's not going to solve your problems. Advice is. Psychology will. Therapists will. Stop pushing those people away because we know what's going on. Have a great day, everybody.
So, as you can see there, we got to see David a little bit and hear a little bit about him. And as you can see, this was 2 weeks prior, and she was very frustrated. And she, all the time, whenever we were on, that was one of the main things that we would all talk about, is how things were going for her, how hard it had been because she was a single mother. She was trying to do all this on her own. She was struggling with the part-time job she had. She wasn't making enough money. And then she had David, who had the ADHD or whatever else that may have possibly been, wrong with him, that made him act in certain ways. And not everybody can, handle those stresses. And she was definitely one of those people. But none of us, I don't believe, ever really thought that anything like this could have happened. But it has. And it's opened a lot of people's eyes that, people can just snap, because she really was. She did seem like a decent person, and, all of us talked a lot, and she did. She seemed like she tried to help others, but just could never get the help for herself. And then, yet again, like I've said in all my videos, that doesn't mean that she's not responsible for her actions. Just saying, knowing the woman personally, that it's unexpected and definitely a little bit out of character. I don't necessarily believe it's her fault fully, but in the end, it is her fault overall. So, anyway, this is the second video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and get that next video out there within the next day or two. That way you guys can have all the videos out there, all 3 that she posted the same day, 2 weeks prior to the murder. And then we'll go on and talk a little bit more about, a little bit more about the personal life and stuff that, the papers had mentioned, but we can dive into a little bit more. So, I appreciate y'all again. Thanks for coming. I'll catch you on the next one. What the hell are y'all still doing here? The video's over. Just start clicking on some shit. It's around here somewhere. There's buttons and likes and all kinds of stuff you can do. I think there's even some more videos. I don't even know where. I can't see anything. I appreciate y'all. Catch you on the next one.